Hello, we are on to another week. I'm going to try to take you along like I did last week on what we're having for dinner. I dug out my meal planner from a box so that way I could use this to write it down because I was writing my meal plan on the back of mail. And I thought I have to do this on a piece of like actual legitimate paper. Let me show you what we're going to have. All right, so Sunday is today. We're going to do that chili mac that I didn't get to make last week, and we're going to have it with peas. Monday, we're going to do lasagna with garlic toast. I'm going to use ground turkey. Tuesday, chicken and stars soup with saltine crackers. Wednesday, the kids eat at church, so it's just my husband and I. So I have a frontier soup mix that you add some fresh potatoes to, but it basically has everything else. So I'm going to make that frontier soup corn chowder with garlic toast. And then Thursday, I got that fish in my Fare for All order. If you didn't watch that video, go back and watch that. You can see what I got from Fare for All, but we're going to make that fish. Parmesan crusted fish with mashed potatoes and broccoli, and the potatoes that I'm going to use in this and this are both actually they're from the haul as well, where I got the fish, the Fare for All. And then Friday, oven baked tacos with Spanish rice and fruit. I did a Ruby's Pantry. I tried it. I don't think we'll do it again, but I did get some hard taco shells in there, and I want to get those used up. A lot of the shelf stable stuff is technically past the date. I'm not so worried about that, but I want to make sure we use them up just because they're going to continue to go stale, and that's why I opted for oven baked tacos, was because it would crisp up the shell. So we'll do that with some Spanish rice and fruit. I make my Spanish rice in my Instant Pot. And then on Saturday, beef and rice pilaf with fruit. That is also an Instant Pot recipe. So this is my best intention. Things can change, and I'm okay with that, but this gives me at least an idea and something to kind of go off of. And I know that for lasagna, I need to pick up some cottage cheese. So things like that, but that way I'm hoping to get back on and stay on the meal planning train. So stick around and we'll make the chili mac tonight, and hopefully I will get through all of this meal plan, and if not, you'll see what we make instead. Hello, I just got back from Aldi, and I'm going to show you what I got. And if you have been watching, you know that my goal is to spend $100 or less, and most weeks I'm close to there. Today was $103.15, so a little bit over. Could have put some things back, but if you watched last times, you know that I just was like, you know what, it's fine. It's not like I'm walking in there with a $100 bill and that's all I have to spend. That is just my goal for our weekly groceries, is to be $100 or less. So if I get relatively close, I am fine with that. I got everything at Aldi this week. So let's start. I'm just going to start at the top of my receipt. I'll tell you what I got, how much it costs, and if it's something I'm going to use like specifically, then I will let you know that as well. So first thing is some ice cream, $5.99. The Aldi specialty or specially selected super premium ice cream is actually a really clean ice cream. Obviously, yes, it's still ice cream. It's got sugar, but if you're looking for a cleaner ice cream, this is a great one. I do also like the Breyers one. That one is really good too. $5.99. And then I got a thing of cottage cheese for $2.39. I'm going to make lasagna this week, so I picked this up for that. I prefer the like the 4% versus the low fat. So $2.39 for the cottage cheese. Then I got two things of cream cheese. I got, first one is, let's see, this one, $1.89 just for the cream cheese spread. And then I also got the pumpkin spice one. Told my daughter I'd pick that up today for $2.29. Unfortunately, they didn't have any of the plain bagels. So this will have to go into the fridge. And we do have a couple bagels left in the freezer, not very many, but for next week she can have it. It's good until next year. So she can use it next week as well if I can get some bagels. And then next is I'm trying to think of what this is. 2 pumpkin cinnamon. I have no idea. Oh, I know what that is. The waffles. So these are $2.49 each. They had a pumpkin spice and a cinnamon. So I picked those up just for a quick, easy breakfast. Those again are $2.49 a piece. And then I got some heavy whipping cream for $4.69. I pretty much buy this every single week. I use it in my coffee and then just throughout the week in different recipes. I picked up some sour cream. This is $1.69, and we are gonna do baked tacos later this week because we got some hard shells from Ruby's Pantry that are technically expired, but they'll be fine to use, but I'm sure they're not super crispy, so I decided to try the baked taco recipe that I see on Pinterest. And then next is some yogurt. This is just their whole milk organic vanilla yogurt. My daughter just eats this with like frozen fruit and granola. This is $3.79. And if you don't know, if yogurt is coming close to expiration, you can actually freeze it and use it in baking or in smoothies. So we do that very often. If we don't go through all of it, I'll freeze it in ice cube trays and then use it in our smoothies. Then some chocolate milk. My son will be very excited. They were out of chocolate milk last week when I went shopping. $1.62. Then next is some cheese cubes. My daughter likes these just for snacking. These were $2.09. And I think she's just about out of the bag she got, I think, 2 weeks ago. Then I got some Monterey Jack cheese for the tacos. This was $1.99. Usually I buy the big blocks from Azure, but we are completely out of our Monterey Jack shredded cheese that we usually keep in the freezer. So I needed to pick that up. And then, let's see. I think this one, yes. So this is a whipped pumpkin cheesecake. This was $5.99. Totally unnecessary, but it looked delicious, and I thought I could throw that in the freezer and we could have it for dessert one day. And then I got some lunch meat. I got some smoked turkey breast and some uncured honey ham, and these are both $5.49. We got them last week and everybody seemed to like them, so I can get them there instead of Target. I think it's a better deal at Aldi than it is at Target, and I haven't been going into Target just because I know I'll spend money. So $5.49 for each of those. Then my daughter asked if I would pick up their version of Captain Crunch, so I did. This is $3.19. We don't buy a ton of cereal, but I said that I would pick that up. And then we are out of gallons of block bags. Usually I buy the packages at Costco, but we haven't been going to Costco again to save money. So I grabbed theirs. I hope they work okay. They're $1.99 for this box. There's 40 in there. I really am kind of like I like the name brand Ziploc bags, but this will do for now just because I know if we go to Costco, we're going to spend a lot more money. Then I got 2 different K-cups because we are running low on coffee. So I just got, and I just threw the cereal on the floor. This is just the French vanilla for $4.19, and then a French vanilla cappuccino one for $4.19 as well. And then, and a lot of times I get K-cups at Target, but again, I'm trying to avoid Target right now. Hazelnut spread. So we usually get the big things of Nutella from Costco, and we are running low, so I grabbed this, $2.45. We'll see how my son likes it. I personally think that it's still a way better deal to get the ones at Costco, but until we go there again, this will have to do. Hopefully my son will like it. Then I picked up some corn chips for $1.69. We don't have anything really to use them for right now, but I thought I would just keep them on hand for when we have chili next, because that's usually the one thing I don't have on hand when I'm making chili is corn chips. And that's if nobody else eats them before then. Then I've never gotten toilet paper at Aldi, so we'll see. Usually, again, it's a Costco thing, $9.49, so we'll see how it goes. Figured it's only 12 rolls. If we hate it, it'll be gone in no time. I got a bag of Sweet Tango apples, since they still have them, for $1.99 a pound. I'm sorry, $1.89 a pound, so we got 2.13 pounds, so $4.03 for some Sweet Tango apples. Those are my very favorite apples. They had strawberries on sale for $2.29. Most of them didn't look very good, but I just went ahead and grabbed one package that looked good, and we'll eat that, and that'll be gone in like a day, which is fine because they're very ripe, so they need to get eaten right away. And then a thing of sweet butter lettuce. We will use this for the tacos, and if anybody wants a salad or anything like that, or on their sandwiches, $2.29. Then I only got one thing of eggs this week because we still have some in our fridge. I do really prefer these ones. These are the most expensive eggs at Aldi, but they're really, really good. They're the pasture-raised eggs for $4.45. but these eggs are so much better than the other eggs, so I keep splurging on those. Then we got the deli rolls, which a lot of the stuff that you'll see next is something I get pretty much every week. So if you've been watching, you know that. So deli rolls for $2.39. Lots of sandwiches going on around here. And then since I didn't have regular bagels, I did pick up a thing of blueberry bagels. Hopefully my daughter will like these with the plain cream cheese. So these were $2.19. They smell delicious. I'm excited to eat one. And then I got 2 things of sourdough loaf. They're each $3.49. Got the everything bagel and then just the regular one. These have been making really great cheesy bread, garlic toast, things like that. I'm not really doing homemade breads right now. The oven is kind of finicky here, and so we're just using store-bought bread, but I like these Aldi sourdough because the ingredient list is very, very simple. There's not a lot of like extra added things in it, so they're pretty clean for a store-bought bread. So something had 96 cents in tax. Oh, it was probably the toilet paper and the Ziploc bags. I don't normally buy a lot of non-food items, so I wasn't sure what had tax on it. But so after tax, $103.15 is what I spent for this week. So pretty close to the $100. I'm happy with it, and I will show you the next one. See you later.